Welcome to another episode of Fridays with Zell. Today we are going to talk about motivation. Many people would rather relax than work. When we ask them, they say they don't feel motivated to work. They need to feel motivated. Otherwise they will not start working. Sounds familiar? If that happens to you too, you need to realize something. That you already have the motivation. That is what made you want to work in the first place. That is why sometimes you feel guilty if you don't work. So you don't lack motivation. The problem isn't with motivation. The problem is you didn't act on your motivation. The problem is you let your resistances come up and stop you from acting. So what you need is a system. In Turning Pro, Steven Pressfield talks about how professionals show up and do the work every day. They show up when they don't feel like it. They still show up when they're tired. They start writing. In the case where Steven is a writer, they start writing at the same time every single day, and they don't stop until they have accomplished what they set out for. You need a system like that too. If you want to work on your side project, if you want to spend some time to learn, you need that exact same system. You need to create an environment for you to learn, where you set a start time and you set an end time, and you don't let anything distract you within those two times. You keep doing this every single day and it becomes a habit sooner or later. When it becomes a habit, maintaining the system will be much simpler. One thing that helps is to decide what you're going to do in advance. So let's talk about learning. If you want to learn, you don't say, I want to learn JavaScript, because JavaScript is way too broad. You can narrow things down and say, today I'm going to learn how to use functions. Functions is small enough, it's narrow enough that you can focus your energies to create, to go and learn that thing. And once you're done, you're done. The next day, you can say, I want to learn for loops. The next day, you can say, I want to learn asynchronous JavaScript. Or the next day, you can say, I want to learn promises. Do what you can to break the larger tasks down into smaller ones, so you know how to begin. And it helps to break the larger tasks down into smaller ones before you sit down in that session. So you do it the night before or do it the week before. So you plan for your study session in advance. If what you're doing is work, then you plan for your work session in advance. Another thing that helps is to recharge before your session, because learning and working requires energy. And if the tasks are important to you, you want to recharge yourself, so you go in with better energy, so you complete things much faster than what you usually so you complete things much faster. Different people have different ways to recharge. For me, I usually meditate, or I take a nap, or I take a shower. So one of these three things. Find out what works for you and do it before your session. Now, I hope that this is helpful. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button below if you want to get more videos from me every Friday. Or better yet, go over to zellwk.com and subscribe over there. If you do that, I can send you one video and one article every week to help you become a better front-end developer. Happy Friday, and I hope to see you again next week.